Hey guys, Steve here. I just want to go over a little bit of practicing with purpose and what can you practice to actually take your game to the next level. We all know someone or yourself that's been frustrated with going to the golf course and essentially shooting the same scores every single time, regardless of what practice we put in. So I'm going to go a little bit over my practice routine and how I got here. So a little bit of background about myself. Started golfing in 2019, really got into it in 2020. I'm probably like a 9 or an 8 handicap. I'm not really sure. I didn't keep my gin this year. I was basically scoring right around 80. Of course, a bad round would be like an 85, and a decent round would be like, high 70s. So I'm just going to go a little bit of, how did I get here with my game with very little lessons. I mean, I've had lessons, but nothing crazy. Mostly lessons from friends. So how did I get here? So first and foremost, practicing with purpose. Each practice round, whether it's 30 minutes before you tee off or literally going out to the range for like an hour and a half or whatever it is you're going to choose to do, you know, I would really want to have a goal in mind for like the month. I think a lot of people seem to have like something they're trying to fix for the day. Um, that can be effective, but when it comes to long-term improvement and actually making progress each and every month or year you're playing golf, I think it's real important to have like a more of a mid or long-term goal. For me, I basically, like I said, I work on something for like a month or a month and a half. And again, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour and a half, I'm really sticking to trying to improve that particular part of my game. So, of course, everyone's heard this, but definitely before you really sink into your practice session, if your target's not dead in front of you and you have some way to align to it, uh, putting a alignment stick is a must. For me, I will typically use a golf club and just put the golf club down. But obviously, the easiest thing is pick a tee box where there's a target dead in front of you. Um, so the other thing that's going to rapidly increase your skill is recording your swings. Today we all have cameras. It's pretty cheap and easy to go buy something, mount a camera and record it. Yeah, it might be awkward at the range, but it's worth it. You're going to get a lot better, a lot faster. If you're watching your swing on camera and it looks awkward and weird, there might be something to that. You might want to fix it. So next thing, how do you take that practice to the course? So for me, I've done a lot of practice rounds. What does that mean? If I'm truly going to go out there and I'm really working on something, for the month, and I'm really struggling for it to actually sink in or to keep it going, I'll literally quit taking score. And if it's like, let's say it's a green and regulation type thing, it doesn't do me any good to get upset or mentally wound up over a 3 or 4 putt, even whenever that's not what I'm working on for the day. Sure, it's great to have a low score and in combination with some practice and actually progressing in golf, but that's being realistic. That's just not how it works. Like, you need to go out there with the mindset of, I'm working on 2 putting today, or I'm working on getting a fairway in regulation. I'm just really worry about that for the day instead of everything else. So when you're working on this stuff, I really emphasize like really only like one swing thought for the day. So when you're working on stuff, of course, it's easy to get 3 or 4 swing thoughts in your head to fix a thing. Really, just find the one. Find the one swing thought and focus on that. Of course, now the most important thing, what to practice. So if you're a beginner, number one thing I would practice is ball contact. I know you might want to work on green and regulation because it's fun to hit the green, in 2 shots on a par 4, or 1 shot off the tee on a par 3. But honestly, if you're not making ball contact like most of the time, 8 out of 10 times, that should be your number one goal is fix your ball contact. Don't work on anything else. Fix your ball contact. Second most important thing to fix, I think, after ball contact is the swing plane. Most of the people I see out there, the amateur golfers who are shooting 90s every single time, they could be hitting the ball great, but they're coming over the top. Like their swing is so over the top that it's very difficult to keep those slices under control. And, when the weather gets bad and they have this over the top swing, they could actually hit the ball really nicely, But with the wind, I mean, there's just no telling where it's going to go. I mean, you might have a good golf day one day because it's in your favor, but I mean, truly be honest, ball contact and your swing plane, if you don't have those two things going well for you, I mean, you're basically trying to hone in a swing that's difficult, more difficult than it should be. So, third thing, so after ball contact, swing plane is honestly probably taking lag out of your swing. I think that's something I've seen a lot of people do is they add lag to their swing, and actually what they're doing is they're adding timing to their swing, and it's incredibly difficult to reproduce whenever simply you don't play that much. You don't play as much as you see these people online or these pros that have this great looking lag in their swing. I mean, honestly, I'd go to something like a Bryson swing where there's almost no lag comparatively to some of these other pros. Yeah, there's definitely lag in there, but at the end of the day, like, why not bring the club back and bring it down on plane and really focus on that rather than trying to add lag to your swing where you end up flipping at it and all that kind of stuff. So those are the three things I would work on to begin with. Once you kind of get those things down, then it's more or less like strategy, club selection, and just playing the course for what it is. And then that's where the fairway and regulation, the green and regulation, and the two putt. That's the strategy once you've got the fundamentals down. So for me, that's what I've done. And again, it's truly helped me quite a bit. I mean, I made a lot of progress in the several years I've been playing golf. And then hopefully I can get to scratch golfer myself 2025. So thanks everyone. See you.